Hi everyone. All right, sorry this took me so long. I had to figure out how this worked. I'm going to go ahead and show my screen and get started. All right. This is exercise 5-7 part level submission. We'll start up here at the top. We'll start on Crane's Company. To get the sales returns and allowances, you take the sales revenue and you minus the net sales. So you take the 94,200 and minus the 80,200 and you get a total of 14,000 to get the sales return and allowances. Now to get the gross profit, you take your net sales minus your cost of goods sold. So you have your 80,200 minus 54,200, and then you get your gross profit of 26,000. Right here to get your net income, let's see, you take your gross profit and you minus your operating expenses. So you have 26,000 minus 14,700, and you get the 11,300. At this point, there's nothing to add or subtract from activities not related to your operations. So the 11,300 is your net income. All right, and that is the Crane side. The Sheridan side, the company, to get your sales revenue, you add sales returns and allowances and the net sales. So you take your 3,000 plus your 100,000 to get 103,000. And then to get your cost of goods sold, take the net sales, you minus your gross profit. So you have your 100,000 minus 50,000, and you get $50,000, which is your cost of goods sold. To get your operating expenses, you take cost of goods sold, you minus your net income. So you take your 50,000 minus your 15,600, and you get 34,400. That's your operating expenses. Okay, and then you continue down to the second part. This is where we have the profit margin and the gross profit rate. To get your profit margin, you take your net income and divide it by your net sales. So with the Crane Company, you take the 11,300 and you divide it by your 80,200 to get 14.0%. Don't forget to add your decimal place. You got to round it or you'll probably get it wrong. All right, so then the Sheridan Company, you take your 15,600 and you divide it by your 100,000 and you get 15.6. On the gross profit rate, you take your gross profit and divide it by your net sales. So with the Crane Company, you come up here and you get your 26,000 and you divide it by 80,200 and you get your 32.4%. And then with the Sheridan Company, take your 50,000, divide it by your 100,000 and you get 50%. And that's it. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great night.